Hello, everybody. Welcome in to Tiger Talks Wrestling. I'm, of course, your host, Tony, here today with our VTW Vindication Episode 3 review show, along with my Halloween Hangover 2023 predictions. As Halloween Hangover is coming up on the VTW YouTube channel this upcoming Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be joining that in the comment section on Sunday night. Should be a fun show. Oh, yeah. We're going to dive right in to the action. Let's take you back to VTW Vindication, Episode 3.
Hey, Venom.
What do you want, man?
Yeah, it's a nice attitude. Same attitude you showed me when you walked away in that last match. But here's the thing. I just got back from Legion Labs. And Castelli, he failed his last test to become a member of the Legion now. And despite what you might have done, I think you're going to be the perfect fit to join the Legion.
Man, after what you did to that little Xander kid, you think I want to be the accessory to anything you got going on?
Do you want to end up like Zack Xander? Do you have any idea what I'm capable of? If you're smart, Venom, and I have a feeling you are, I think you're going to comply. You just got to do one thing.
You know, what's that?
Let me.
All right. So, interesting way to start off the show when we go backstage to Cynic running into Venom, who we haven't seen too much of. Thank you, Jake Hudson. I appreciate the like and the share. See if we get people in here. Interesting to see them two interact after the last time we seen Venom and Cynic together was when Venom walked out on Cynic in the tag team match against the Bad Sons, which Bad Sons won. Not surprised to hear that Brandon Castelli failed the test and isn't going to be part of the Legion. Not a huge fan of Brandon Castelli, as many people probably already know. And I know he hasn't shown up a whole lot in VTW wrestling since VTW came back. Sounds like Venom might be coming into the Legion, though, potentially. Cynic trying to recruit him anyways. Love the Bray Wyatt touch, the let me in at the end there from Cynic. We'll see where things go from there here with episode 3 of VTW Vindication.
Hold your ground. backstage right now. There's some commotion going on.
Commotion! I think I finally got rid of him. There's my I'm hot. It's hot. Don't make me mad, okay? Okay. I just talked to the general manager. Who? And Aaron Jones, the real boss man. Now listen here, all right? It's you and me in a tag match against the Bad Sons. No. Oh, we're going. No. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. Ah. No. Oh, dear God, no. Why? Ah.
So we go backstage. We find Zack Sander, who gets meeting with Cynic, as Cynic is not done with Zack Sander, it appears, and they're still trying to recruit Zack Sander potentially into the Legion. Zack Sander gets the news that it's going to be him and Cynic going up against the Bad Sons tonight on VTW Vindication episode 3. Interesting turn of events. Zack Sander claims he's not part of the Legion. Ecstatic thinks that he is. Cynic trying to bring Zack Sander into the fold, it looks like here still. We'll see where it goes from there.
Vindication 3.
Okay, so before I go have this tornado tag team match tonight with my tag team partner Asher Christ against Jacob Ryan and Aaron Jones, I gotta fill you guys in on something. It's a little secret. We're doing another giveaway. That's right, VTW versus the World Wrestling. We're doing another giveaway on the road to VTW Halloween Hangover. Every match inside a steel cage. So now, what's the criteria, you may be asking? Well, all that we're asking is that here on VTW Vindication Episode 3 and or VTW Halloween Hangover, when it goes up, you leave us a comment. Yeah. It's that easy. What's this comment got to say? It's got to say hashtag Halloween Hangover. And then let us know, what do you want to see versus the World Wrestling do? Take that as you will. It's a broad spectrum you can choose from. What you'd like us to bring back doesn't matter. What do you versus the World Wrestling to do? And if you leave the hashtag Halloween Hangover and that following criteria, you could win this awesome VTW t-shirt. And maybe some other cool merch. Maybe some stickers. Maybe a signed poster. I don't know. We'll see what's in there. But you got to leave us the hashtag Halloween Hangover in a comment and tell us what you want from versus the World Wrestling. Now, I gotta take my wrist. Peace.
We are the.
There you have it. Another giveaway from VTW Wrestling. If you haven't done it and you see this and still haven't, go make sure you go to this episode of VTW Vindication episode 3 on their VTW channel. Leave a comment using the hashtag Halloween Hangover. Mention what you want to see come back or what you are enjoying most about VTW Wrestling. Or you can even do that on the Halloween Hangover page when that comes up. Interesting that they're doing another giveaway. I like that VTW's trying to give back to the fans and they're listening to the fans, the viewers. Good thing to be doing for any company going forward. All right. So you know the criteria, go ahead and go do that. They know everything I think that they need to change or improve or what I think they're doing best with just from watching these. So we're going to move on from there. Yeah, I think that is true.
Bad Sons. All right. Here we are. Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is involved. It is a tag team. Team number 1. This is the Gooba, Tyler Aiken, the Silver Standard. Ecstatic. They are the Sons.
Sons making their way.
Of course, they start putting me as soon as they're doing it. And will you work? As per usual. Technical.
VTW Vindication in Boston. Looks like they might have been in a little bit of a.
And introducing their opponents, accompanied by the Iron God, Venom, Team O.
What is this? What is this?
Well, I guess that answers your question, boss. Look at it. There he is. It's Venom with Cynic. He's joined the Legion, boss.
You got to think about this, Orville. This right here could have revitalized the career. This right here could be the kickstart of Venom's career here at VTW.
With the Legion?
What is this?
You ain't ever doubt the Legion.
Patience, my little hellhound.
Well, boss, what I'm doubting right now is Zack Xander.
What is
WCW! WCW! No! Oh, no!
Cynic said that ain't happening. That ain't happening today.
Tyler beat
That was about to be the shortest match in VTW history.
But he just laid down for Tyler Aiken, boss. But he's in the Legion. He's got to be in the Legion.
I don't think that they want to fight each other, but now it looks like we're going to get an actual fight because we're going to see Cynic versus the Silver Standard. Ecstatic.
And what a match these two always put on. Starting off heavy there, jump up, run up by Ecstatic. Starting this tag team matchup hot and heavy. And we have seen these two men put on. He's biting the foot. He's going to rip his nose off.
Oh my gosh, Ecstatic in a precarious position. Oh.
Go!
And now it's the lead.
God, you're a noggy. Else he said on to this whole time is Zack Xander trying to be brought into the Bad Sons, boss. Tyler Aiken has tried to incorporate Zack Xander into the Bad Sons for weeks now, and Ecstatic just isn't having any of it.
He honestly hasn't, but it looks like Tyler Aiken made a blind tag to Ecstatic there. Now he's patting the double knees in the corner.
Hold on!
Why aren't you helping him?
Could this be it?
Boss, you know damn well that's not it. It's Legion!
A huge senton there.
1, 2,
Kick out at 2.
2, 3,
Of the Legion. I wonder how loyal Venom is going to be to the Legion.
Well, boss, if I can tell you one thing, if he's as loyal as Zack Xander is, I guess he's going to be a lifelong member. And that's right, boss. I'm calling it right here, right now. The Legion can take him over. What would happen if the Bad Sons joined the Legion, boss?
If the Bad Sons join,
right there.
Well, that'd be ultimate VTW takeover right there.
It starts with one. It starts with infecting the mind with Tyler Aiken, and then it goes to infecting the mind of the Silver Standard Ecstatic.
But look, Orville, it looks like we're finally going to get to see Zack Xander and Tyler Aiken face off right here.
You know what? That's a good point. Tyler, are you okay?
Or are we?
The baby black.
What the hell am I watching, boss?
It looked like he was grabbing Tyler Aiken's belly, asking if the baby does that. But Cynic says, I'm about to kill this baby.
Oh my God! And what he also just killed was Ecstatic's mindset there. That was the CLB. That's Ecstatic's move. He's trying to get in the head of Ecstatic. He's trying to plant seeds, and now he's ripping the jaw of Tyler Aiken, boss. Look at him. He's ripping the jaw clean off.
Ripping the jaws? You mean he's pulling his lips apart?
He's pulling his lips, boss.
And it looks like he bit his fingers too. It looks like Tyler Aiken's finally smarting up.
Oh, Tyler Aiken maybe making a comeback here.
It looks like he is making a comeback. He's, maybe I spoke too soon.
It's Sling Blade!
Sling Blade! This might be the opening that Tyler Aiken needs to tag in, extend
To that corner, boss.
He's already taken a huge CLB.
Tag!
Wait a minute, hang on.
What the hell, boss?
Hang on. Orville, I gotta agree with you. We have not seen a lot of Zack Xander in this match. This has been 95% Cynic in this.
Oh, are we looking for that CLB?
Wait a minute, hang on.
What the hell, boss?
Hang on. It looks like his knee.
That pretty much ends that match. You'll see a little bit more from it, but it looked like Ecstatic suffered an injury. Quite an interesting tag team match there. I mean, it was pretty much a 2-on-1 handicap match, as Zack Xander didn't want anything to do with the match for the most part. It was legal twice. I mean, they tried the finger. Well, he laid down anyways at the beginning of the match for Tyler, which Cynic wouldn't have none of. Cynic took the majority of the match, gave out a lot of offense, but it looked like Ecstatic might have tweaked his knee there. Like I said, there'll be a little bit more past this, but we're going to go in to what happened as the match got kind of paused there at this point.
The pressure is starting to get to you, bad sons.
VTW is changing.
And there is nothing you can do about it. I taught Cynic very, very well. And obviously he's doing a very good job. Zack Xander will be one of us, whether he likes it or not. But when there is success, when there are trials, there is error. Brandon Castelli, you have failed me. You are not good enough for the cause. But when there is failure, there is opportunity. And Venom has certainly lived up to the means. So, Zack Xander, you will make the right decision.
You will make the right decision.
To the future, you will look to the supreme leader. Or I will just have to do it myself. Be prepared, bad sons. The end is coming.
What the hell?
And not anonymous, yeah. Quite the interaction from Everett Creed, an announcement, if you will. Everett Creed coming to VTW very soon, and says it's going to be the end for the Bad Sons, and that Zack Xander will be part of the Legion, whether he likes it or not. And even if Everett Creed has to force his will on him. So, Things picking up for the Legion as their leader, Everett Creed, looks to be making his way back to VTW Wrestling. Let's see where it went from there.
What the hell? Venom's in the ring! Boss! The referee's checking on Ecstatic outside the ring! Venom's in the ring! What the hell is happening? This match is falling apart. And oh my gosh, look, Cynic is behind Tyler Rakin. Everett Creed just in the middle of this matchup. What the hell is happening, boss? Everett Creed is playing his leader role. Oh, Boss Buffalo Sauce! Oh, my fist! Oh, my fist! Did you see ricochet off of Tyler Rakin's face? He's out. The Legion's standing tall. Boss, what the hell has happened to this matchup? This match is falling apart. This match, no contest. Oh my God! Well, wait a minute. Venom getting back in the ring. Get out of there! Come on now. Get out of there! Take your Legion buddy Zack Sander and go. Ecstatic is already. Oh, wait a minute! Wait, what the hell? He's got a gas mask on it, boss. What the hell? No! What is he trying to do with him?
Let it work, baby.
No, come on. No, hang on. Whoa! Wait a minute. Boss! No! He's gassing Ecstatic! Wait a minute! Wait! What? You think he's in the Legion now? What? I can't be wrong! No! What is it? Boss, Zack Sander, wait a minute. Well, I mean, you know, for the past couple shows, Zack Sander and Ecstatic has had some dissension.
Let me give it
He
to
just
you.
saved Ecstatic.
Let me give it to you. Let me talk to you.
I told you, Orville. Boss, maybe.
Okay.
Boss, I'm having an epiphany. Maybe he's not in the Legion. Maybe Tyler Rakin has finally got these guys close and finally brought these guys together for the same cause.
You're going to pay for that, Hellhound. What is a Hellhound? You're a Hellhound, you idiot.
A Hellhound?
You stupid idiot.
I ain't heard that since 2018, Orville.
Stupid idiot for doing that.
Cynic and Venom raising hell on the outside of the ring.
I'll hit you all in one slap. You all just shut the hell up.
But look, it all depends on what on how Ecstatic reacts to this. Ecstatic's just being gassed by the Legion. How the hell is he able to stand?
Orville.
Ecstatic could punch Zack Sander in the mouth. What? No way. Wait, he shoves Tyler Rakin off of him. His lifelong best friend. It's about to descend right. Wait a second. No way. Can we see it? No way! I told you, friendship always prevails. Ecstatic, be careful. He's in the Legion. Orville, why don't you just shut your mouth? Maybe I will, boss. Maybe I can't stand. Look at this happiness. Look at this beautiful moment. Zack Sander has joined the forces of the Bad Sons. Boss, are they extremely bad sons? I'm guessing they are extremely bad sons, but I'm wondering what will come of this. Hopefully, we hear something later on tonight.
So, quite the interesting turn of events there. The Legion getting the upper hand, laying out Zack Sander, and then taking out Tyler, and then Ecstatic come back in, and they try gassing Ecstatic to lead to Zack Sander making the save. The Bad Sons and Zack Sander all seem to be on the same page now. I'll get into more as to why I don't think they're actually going to be on the same page later, but quite the interesting turn of events, like I said, as it looks like Zack Sander might actually not be part of the Legion, for now anyways, and Ecstatic finally accepted Zack Sander into the Bad Sons. Where we'll go from there, we'll find out.
fine.
What are you doing in my trunk, man? Dude, it's cold and it's raining. What are you doing in my trunk?
Boys, I know.
Get out of my trunk.
I know. I couldn't be attacked.
You're right, you could. You
But-
told me you'd get the job done.
No, I couldn't.
And now I got to go do it tonight in a Texas tornado tag match because you didn't get the job
I
done.
know. And it's a raining day. I'm telling you. But I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you.
You better.
I have a gift for you coming on the way.
A
And-
gift.
Yes, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
You're lucky I don't wring your neck.
You're lucky I don't kiss you.
Listen, you got one more opportunity. Halloween Hangover.
Yes.
There's a gauntlet.
Huh?
A gauntlet in the cage.
Huh?
The winner gets a YouTube championship match. The Avery Hook Memorial. How about you not fail me again?
Hey, man. Yes, I promise you, and that will be guaranteed.
Shit.
Halloween Hangover.
Well, at least Chase Wakefield acknowledges the fact that he could not beat Zach Daniels and get the job done. What will his surprise for Aaron Jones be? We'll have to wait and see. But Aaron does throw Chase Wakefield into the Locked Inside Hell Gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the YouTube Championship at Halloween Hangover. If Chase fails Aaron again and doesn't win that match, I think he's going to have hell to pay from Aaron Jones. Let's move right along. Speaking of that Locked Inside Hell Gauntlet match.
Hangover is right out around the corner, and I gotta bounce back after that loss to D-Luck. Gotta give him all the credit because he is a fighting champion. So it's back to the drawing board. So
Hold up.
and that
hold up,
starts
hold up,
with
hold up,
the
hold up.
gauntlet.
Hey, kid. How old are you?
17.
Oh, okay. I don't know if anybody's told you, but there's kind of a hierarchy, right? First of all, I don't know if we've met. Chase Bridges, former pro wrestler.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Let me explain something. You don't get to just qualify yourself for anything. You have to earn it. And to be completely honest with you, you haven't earned jack shit.
Oh,
I was here for the original VTW, and now that we're back, Chase doesn't get a phone call, but instead, a 17-year-old scrawny. Sorry, I don't want to assault a minor. You don't get to take my spot, okay? Just because I'm not a wrestler anymore doesn't mean that I don't deserve the respect that I should have gotten when we did this in the first place. So tonight, it's you versus me, and the winner can go to Halloween Hangover, unless you don't want to earn what's given to you.
okay. That's fine with me. Come on, shake on it. Shake on it. Come on, shake on it. Come on.
D-Lock hurt my hand. I'll shake you.
I'm still in that gauntlet. I ain't worried about it.
Well, interesting turn of events there as we now have a qualifying match for the Locked in Hell Gauntlet match between Ace Christian and Chase Bridges, the two guys who in the first two episodes of Vindication returning got their world title matches against D-Lock and put on a hell of a show, each one of them. Be interesting to see how those two mesh in a match here going forward on this show. But Ace Christian, definitely more liked by me anyways than Chase Bridges. No offense to Chase, but I've always liked Ace Christian a little bit better. Well, this new version of Ace Christian anyway, more so than the Blaze. He does need better mic skills for that matter, but it's interesting to see where Chase Bridges goes with this whole former pro wrestler persona, though. It seems a bit interesting, and I'm intrigued to see where things go from here with that persona and with Chase Bridges overall. Whoops, wrong button.
Well, it looks like up next we are going to see
Come on! The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the Blaze, Ace Christian!
Here we go, Orville. VTW fan favorite, the Blaze, Ace Christian, here in this singles match on Vindication. But this singles match has high implications because either Chase Bridges or Ace Christian is going to Halloween Hangover.
Absolutely, they are. That locked inside hell gauntlet match contested inside a steel cage, boss. Only at VTW Halloween Hangover.
And you know, this locked inside hell gauntlet match is going to have huge implications for whoever walks out of that match victorious. We have yet to really figure out like what they're going to win in this match.
But knowing versus the World Wrestling, it's going to be something huge, and that is why this man about to come through the curtain has his eyes set on winning this contest.
If you are what you say. And his opponent, he is a former professional wrestler, Chase Bridges.
Did you ever think that you would see Chase Bridges back in a VTW ring after everything that's went down in the past?
I can't say that I would, boss, but what I can damn sure tell you is I'm happy to see him back with, wow, look at this new attitude. Former professional wrestler, Chase Bridges, boss. What do you make of that?
See, every time I see Chase Bridges, you know, I remember the tassels, the green tights, the fun-loving, easy-going guy, Chase Bridges. But now this new attitude, this new everything with Chase Bridges, you know, I think this is what he needed.
Well, boss, you know, he took all that stuff away because, well, he's not a pro wrestler anymore. He's a former pro wrestler. He doesn't need all that. The man's coming out here in the street.
Here, replay of this. Oh my God!
It's Christian coming over the top rope like a freaking outdoor. My God!
I was not expecting this match to start out this way, but like I was saying before, Ace Christian took that crazy dive. I mean, but before I say anything else, it looks like he may have tweaked his knee a little bit.
Good God! And Chase Bridges taking out the injured knee there. We all saw Ace Christian come down on that knee from the dive. He almost overshot Chase Bridges, and it looks like Chase Bridges is using that to his advantage here. Working on that knee.
He knows, and now they're looking to square off against each other.
And it's only right. It's only right that these two men face each other here on VTW Vindication episode 3 on the road to Halloween Hangover, boss. These two men competing for a spot inside the locked inside hell gauntlet match. Boss, who do you think has the upper hand here?
Well, obviously, Chase Bridges has the upper hand. I mean, Ace Christian is in a precarious position, but Ace Christian is going to keep fighting like he's doing right now.
Boss, if I had to pick here, I'm going to say Ace Christian walking away victorious. He always finds a way, no matter what. Chase Bridges has been out of the game for years, boss. Let's not forget that. Chase Bridges has been gone for a long time. He's not even a professional wrestler anymore. Kicking it.
But you can't underestimate this man took D-Lock to the limit. At one point, I thought we were
O'Connor roll.
Looks like he looked for the O'Connor roll. Ace Christian back in control now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and Chase Bridges is no small man. deadlift German by Ace Christian. Both men. It looks like they've just taken everything out of each other already. Remember, it is in the 90s out here. These men putting it all on the line for you, the fans. 90s? Boss, I heard it was 102 degrees. 102, 110, 90 degrees. It's hot. It's hot. And wow! My God. Oh my gosh! That injured knee of Ace Christian. Did you see that? Colliding with the steel ring post. My God! Oh my God! Wait a minute. The chances of that happening, boss, can we see slim to none. Can we see a 619? Oh no! The knee! The knee, boss! The knee! The knee is giving up. Chase Bridges taking perfect advantage of this. Chase Bridges may not be a professional wrestler anymore, but the man knows his opportunity when he sees it. And right then, he saw the opportunity to take out the knee of Ace Christian. Oh, he hits it. He hits it. But what did it take out of Ace? What did this take out of Ace? He can't cover it, boss. He could have the victory right here. He can have the victory, but he can't get to the cover. Ace is definitely in pain.
1, 2. That's only
Wait a second. Wait a minute. He's got it rolled up.
2, 3.
3 count. 3. Wait up. Referee Charlie Daniels with the 3 count.
I'm hurt.
He's hurt. You're hurt, Chase. What about Ace Christian?
Here's yours.
I think somebody. Former pro wrestler Chase Bridges. Orville, look at this again. Oh my gosh. The knee colliding, and of course, that's not able to follow through on the 619 there. Referee Charlie Daniels with a 3 count. Chase Bridges going on to Halloween Hangover. He's now in the Locked Inside Hell Gauntlet match.
Well, it was definitely an interesting match between Chase Bridges and Ace Christian. Unfortunately, it looked like Ace suffered an injury to his right knee, perhaps early on in the match. It did come back to hinder him and cost him in the long run. Going for that 619 and couldn't hit it, hitting the knee on the post, and then hitting the coup de grace, but yet couldn't capitalize with the cover quick enough. And when he did, Bridges was able to turn him over for the 1, 2, 3. Smart veteran move by Chase Bridges to keep going after that injured knee throughout the match. Like I mentioned, I kind of like how things seem to be going for this new character for Chase Bridges. Wasn't a fan of the old character. Bad luck for Ace Christian, who I was looking forward to seeing in this Locked Inside Hell Gauntlet match. But it will be Chase Bridges, not Ace Christian, that will be locked inside Hell at Halloween Hangover. Be interesting to see what Chase Bridges brings to this multi-man match.
Smell the bad in the air. I smell a smelly kind of smell. The kind of smell that's smelly. The kind of smell that's bad. Yeah. It sounds like we're doing a commercial. We are. To subscribe to the VTW YouTube channel, where you hit that subscription button and hit the bells. Whoa, sorry. That's not what we're here to do. You're right. My bad, guys. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Don't worry about your getting promoted or something. Tell them what you got to tell them, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler.
Legion, for far too long, you guys have been in control here. Far too long have you guys kept my friend Zach Sander hostage.
Hostage? For what? For what? Chloride.
But listen here, Bad Sons, we are a unit, and we're calling you out. That's right. Because at Halloween Hangover,
Oh, you tell.
It's gonna be the Legion versus the extremely bad Sons inside of War Games.
Bet y'all wasn't expecting.
No,
actually,
first
I don't know if that's a lie.
It's not a war game.
I'm gonna beat him up.
So what you gonna do when the Silver Standard, the Gooba, and the extremely great wrestler
Orville, you heard it here. The extremely bad Sons are going to take on the Legion inside War Games. War Games, boss. War Games. What the first ever VTW War Games match? I don't even know what to think, boss. The extremely bad Sons, the Legion, locked inside the ring. War Games.
I will have even more to say about that when I get to the predictions for Halloween Hangover, but quite the interesting turn of events, if you will. Not something I feel like the Legion probably seen coming, or anybody else for that matter. Yes, I think a lot of people figured it'd be the Bad Sons with Zack Sander versus the Legion at Halloween Hangover, but in War Games, that could be a difference maker. Like I said, I'll have more to say about that, but definitely interesting to see the extremely bad Sons on the same page, and to have Tyler mention their 6-man tag match at Halloween Hangover inside the cage won't be just a regular 6-man tag. It's going to be War Games for the first time ever in VTW. Let's move on now to our main event.
Your soul is mine.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first is God's favorite son, Asher Christ.
Wild man.
And his tag team partner, he is the Wild Man, Zach Daniels.
Orville, I think I'm seeing double. It's like these two men are looking in a mirror. We've got God's true son, Asher Christ, the Wild Man, Zach Daniels, teaming together for the first time ever. We might be seeing a legendary tag team in the making. I can tell you one thing, boss. If nothing else comes of this, these two men are having a blast right now. These two men are having a blast, but let's talk about their history here for a second. Because you know me, I'm the history bluff. At New Horizons, These two men were the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, putting on a freaking banger in the main event.
So am I.
Absolutely, they did. And let's not forget the classic these two men had at Best in the Yard 5. These two men always putting on great matches with one another, but now they are on the same team. It seems the past is behind them, and they are looking onward to their opponents respectfully, Aaron Jones and the YouTube champion, unrefined Jacob Ryan.
I think the big question is going to be, are they better enemies or are they better tag team partners?
I guess we'll find out tonight, boss.
And their opponents. Introducing first, he is the YouTube champion. He is the unrefined Jacob Ryan.
There you have it. There is the VTW YouTube champion carrying out that mallet that he took out Asher Christ with last episode.
He viciously attacked Asher Christ with, might we add there, boss.
I don't give a damn.
And remember, these two men are going to square off inside of a steel cage for the YouTube championship at Halloween Hangover.
Your first official confirmed match. The YouTube championship on the line.
And introducing his tag team.
Come on, boss.
He is the real boss man. Please don't give it up for Aaron Jones.
It seems the ring announcer's got some bias. He's got some bias. He's going to lose his job. We'll never hear him commentate again.
I can almost bet you $100 we ain't never going to hear him again. But Aaron Jones and Jacob Ryan, I mean, even looking at this team, they look like a unit, Orville. I know you have your differences with Aaron Jones, but, I mean, look at them. They look like a unit.
Boss, as much as I don't like to admit you're right, I gotta say you're right. These two men just look right together. I know what both of these men are capable of on their own, and now I can only imagine what they're going to be capable of as a tag team. Your YouTube champion, unrefined Jacob Ryan, and your real best man, Aaron Jones.
Mortal sacks. They're all but 2 feet tall. They're immigrants. They're horrible. Immigrants to my world.
All but 2 feet tall and immigrants to Asher Christ's world, but I guess we're going to see if that's true.
The respectful stare downs here, Asher Christ, Jacob Ryan, Zach Daniels, Aaron Jones. The tension's been building between these four men in their own respective rights for months now.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I was like, has Zach Daniels and Jacob Ryan ever squared off before? And I remember in the reunion rumble, the final two was Jacob Ryan and Zach Daniels.
Absolutely, they were. Zach Daniels went on to win the VTW Heavyweight Championship in that matchup.
But I think we need to get to the now. The now is the issues that have been going down between Asher Christ and the YouTube champion Jacob Ryan.
Running have been back and forth, going over that YouTube championship. Asher Christ repeatedly trying to get the victory over Jacob Ryan, but Jacob Ryan keeps running away from Asher Christ, which now has led to them being the first official match announced for the steel cage, boss. Jacob Ryan can't run anywhere.
Zach Daniels can't run anywhere either because he's getting choked out by a cloak.
Aaron Jones taking that cloak, given to Aaron Jones is running versus the world wrestling in the current age. He says it's resorted back to the way it was back in the old days. And now Jones trying to beat that out of him with these short jabs straight to the forehead.
Oh, the disrespect from Jacob Ryan there. And the huge chop from Aaron Jones. And it's...
Boss, this is chaos.
This is chaos. But like the title of the match says, this is a Texas, because God forbid, they're just strangling each other out here, and Zach Daniels just sent flying into the post.
Oh no, and now it's going to be a 2-on-1 damn assault. Jacob Ryan and Aaron Jones beating down Asher Christ.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Asher Christ is a
post.
He's a big man. He's a big man.
Oh,
but
buddy, you can tell Tashina hey for this one.
A 2-on-1 assault. I don't think Asher Christ can compete with that. I don't know many men that will take this. Oh, and I don't think his shoulder can take that kind of assault too.
God, Tashina's pissed.
Jacob, on it now.
Oh no!
And now it looks like this unit of Jacob Ryan and Aaron Jones looks like they're double teaming Zach Daniels now.
Daniels is swinging for the fences, boss. He knows he's in a bad spot.
God, look at that. Man, he's got to have claw marks on the back.
He's pointing to the post. Are they going to whip Daniels into the post just like they did Asher Christ?
Oh, gosh. I feel sorry for Zach Daniels' shoulder here in a second.
Trying to be the same thing.
Here we go.
Oh,
What the hell? Oh!
Daniels, back elbows to both of them. What the hell?
And now,
what the hell?
God, we never see Zach Daniels do anything like that.
Daniels with a flipping senton off the apron. When was the last time you saw Zach Daniels come outside of the ring like that?
Oh, God.
I can't even remember the last time. And now it looks like Asher Christ and Jacob Ryan taking it to the other side of the ring. Neither of these men nobody's fought in the ring yet.
Absolutely, they haven't. It's all been on the outside. Texas Tornado Tag, boss.
This has been torn. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Orville, I honestly cannot wait to see these two men beat the living hell out of each other inside of a steel cage. It looks like they're
inside the ring. Jones, Daniels,
slugging it out with each other.
Look at the claw marks on the back of Zach Daniels.
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to mention something about that.
Oh no. Jones,
we see that booking fee.
Time to die, Daniel.
Looking for that booking fee. No, Daniels is out.
Roll up.
He did it, boss. He did it.
Zach Daniels with the victory.
He hit.
A very chaotic match. Texas Tornado Tag Team match, as they normally are. Just see that at the end there that Zach and Aaron were the only two that ever were technically fighting in the ring. At the very beginning, all four guys had the stare down, but they didn't really fight in the ring. The best part of that whole match, other than the chaos, was Zach Daniels hitting that senton pretty much off the apron onto Ryan and Jones both. We got a big win here, though, going into Halloween Hangover to Zach Daniels. What will that do to Aaron Jones' psyche going into the match? Who knows? But I'm going to get more into that in a little bit. That wouldn't be the end of this, though. Let's see what happens next.
The roll-up on Aaron Jones. Zach Daniels is walking away with a victory over the real boss man. Oh, God. Right in his little wild man's.
I knew Aaron Jones would do something grimy.
Of course he would. It's the real boss man. That despicable son of a... Gah! Leave him alone, Jones.
Really?
Oh, come on. The match is over. You lost. Fair and square.
But Orville, it's almost like I knew it was only a matter of time before Aaron Jones would do something despicable like this.
My God.
How about Halloween Hangover?
How? Oh, God. Halloween Hangover?
Well, it looks like Aaron Jones laying down the challenge for Halloween Hangover, but
I don't think it's much of a challenge.
we see that clothesline from Hoke.
Oh my God! Discus clothesline from Hoke. And the real boss man, Aaron Jones, is standing tall on Vindication Episode 3.
Zach Daniels is out. He took Zach Daniels' head off. But Orville, we get to see a huge steel cage match between Aaron Jones and Zach Daniels.
Is that what he meant, boss? He's the boss man. He can make the matches. I guess that's the match.
So then you get the low blow from Aaron Jones, and he lays out Zach Daniels. Eventually, the clothesline from Hoke makes the match official for Halloween Hangover. I have a lot more to say about that match when I get to the predictions here in a little bit. But definitely going to be one to watch, that match there. Jones being the sore loser, having to resort to a low blow, get the double chop, the booking fee, and the clothesline from Hoke, the discus clothesline from Hoke. Left Zach laying out as he counted 1, 2, 3 with a foot on his chest. Not the best way for Zach Daniels to go out of this episode of Vindication, but that's the way Aaron Jones wanted to see fit. Now let's take it to the end of VTW Vindication Episode 3.
Oh, God. Halloween Hangover. Is there anybody left? Anybody? I mean, Jesus Christ. Hey. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Can you get up, Cripple?
I can. Whip your fucking ass. Yes, I can.
Okay. Did you say Halloween Hangover? Well, you, sir, are very, very lucky that Zach Daniels pissed off a bad man. But somebody did accept your challenge. D-Lock.
Who might that be?
He's an old friend of yours. Somebody you know very well. Somebody from your past. Somebody who you could say was best in the yard. Somebody that you could say was an ally. And you're the guy who comes and puts on the bangers, and you kill it in the ring. But if you want to talk about killing, it's a shame when your opponent, he's going to murder. Club. See you, champ.
What the hell did he mean by that, boss? D-Lock versus...
So that was definitely out of left field. I don't think anybody's seen this match being made official for Halloween Hangover. I mean, yes, we knew D-Lock would be defending the World Heavyweight Championship at Halloween Hangover, but against a member of the Murder Club. The Murder Club hasn't really been seen in the community in quite some time. So many people have been members of the Murder Club. It could be anybody. And when I get to the predictions here in a few minutes, I'll tell you who I feel like it's going to be. That will be the one to step inside the steel cage with D-Lock for a chance at the VTW World Championship. Now we're going to close out the show, and then I'll get into my predictions. Show the preview for all these matches that they showed. To finish off Vindication Episode 3.
A mystery opponent from the Murder Club.
What a blast from the past. Who will accept? We can only find out at Halloween Hangover.
And now a match that was just made official in the ring by none other than the real boss man, Aaron Jones. We have the wild man, Zach Daniels, taking on Aaron Jones, locked inside a steel cage match. Boss, what a slugger this is going to be.
Well, from a slugger to absolute pandemonium, you're going to see these 5 men get locked inside Hell in a gauntlet match as we see Chase Wakefield, Alan Reed, Chase Bridges, Johnny Reed, and Brandon Castelli battle it out. And I'm hearing that the winner of this match will get a YouTube championship opportunity at the Avery Hope Memorial Show.
That show, of course, coming to you sometime this November 2023. But boss, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this match. We're seeing some new faces, some old faces, but whoever wins this is going to go on to face whoever wins the following contest, your YouTube championship match between God's true son, Asher Christ, as he finally gets his hands on your YouTube champion, Unrefined, Jacob Ryan, inside that steel cage match. Jacob Ryan has nowhere left to run.
And a group of men that's not going to be running anywhere is the Bad Sons and the Legion as they face off in a War Games match, Orville.
War Games!
War Games!
War Games!
I am so excited for Halloween Hangover, and I am sure you are too. And I think that's all the time we have, Orville.
Thanks for joining us here on VTW Vindication Episode 3. We'll see you locked inside a steel cage at VTW Halloween Hangover.
So quite the interesting episode of VTW Vindication. As we found out a lot of things and see a lot of progress moving forward as we get set for this Sunday's Halloween Hangover, which will be live on the VTW YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I would say out of the 3 episodes of Vindication we got, it was a pretty good one. I don't think it was the best episode of Vindication we've gotten out of the 3, but it's still, like I said, it set the scene for what we're going to be in for this upcoming Sunday night at Halloween Hangover. That said, from VTW Vindication to now, my VTW Halloween Hangover predictions. 5 matches we've got taking place. One of them got changed up since it was announced, but we'll get into that here in a couple minutes. First match we're going to go over. First, let's show you this before I go into the match. Once it decides to load over there, then I'll bring it up and show you guys what the actual set, the stage, the ring, rather, reveal was that VTW posted 11 days ago onto their YouTube community channel. There you have it. That's the actual Halloween Hangover ring and the steel cage set up with the ring. So that's going to be quite the stage, quite the look, if you will. Nice to see a steel cage. It's not something that we're used to seeing in this community. But it'll be nice to see some steel cage matches take place at Halloween Hangover. Now, got that in there. I'm going to bring up the match cards, and then I'll give you my predictions on each one of these matches as I have the card up. The first match we're going to discuss. I'm going to discuss. I can bring it up on YouTube or on Twitter. Probably be a bigger picture for you, but we're going to do it from their YouTube community channel. I don't think I have to tell you a whole lot of led to each match, but we'll get into some of the stuff. The first match we're going to talk about was the very first match that was actually made official for Halloween Hangover. You got the steel cage match for the YouTube Championship. As I mentioned here, this all started all the way back in the parking lot at Ultimate Redemption. It'll culminate here at Halloween Hangover. Both men have played insane mind games with each other, but who will be the smarter of the two when there's nowhere to run inside a steel cage? Asher Christ cost Jacob Bryan a match previously. These two had a match which ended in a count out. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide this time around. It's one-on-one. Asher Christ, God's true son, versus unrefined Jacob Bryan for that YouTube championship. You guys know, I've mentioned it many times. I am a fan of Jacob Bryan ever since he debuted. I've heard mixed reactions from different people I've talked to about what they think of Jacob Bryan. I think he's a really good athlete for the big man. And Asher Christ is also a very good athlete for a big guy himself. And this match is going to be physical, brutal. You put it, you want to, anything you want to call it, it's what it's going to be. When it's all said and done, though, the smoke has cleared, the dust has settled, if you will. I feel like we're going to see and hear from the ring announcer and still VTW YouTube champion. I'm going with Jacob Bryan to retain the YouTube championship here. Asher Christ is going to put up one hell of a fight. It's not going to be easy, but I've got Jacob Bryan picking up the win, going forward as still your VTW YouTube champion and continuing this reign even longer. The next match, I might just leave it on that page. Instead of clicking it. Yeah, they show the thumbnail too. That's going to make it so that it's a pain. All right. Next match we got, as it says there, card subject to change. What was supposed to be a gauntlet match has changed because Brandon Castelli is unable to compete at Halloween Hangover. So with that being said, the Locked Inside Hell Gauntlet match is now going to be called a Locked Inside Hell Fatal 4-Way match. The winner of this 4-way match will go on to the Avery Hope Memorial Show in November to face the YouTube champion, either Jacob Bryan or Asher Christ, which I feel like will be Jacob Bryan. Now, going into this, Johnny Reed and Alan Reed, both from NUW, are two guys that haven't been seen a whole lot of. They've got a little bit of exposure in VTW, or at least Johnny Reed has. Alan Reed, I believe this will be his first time in VTW. Then you got, of course, the stalwart Chase Bridges, and you've got the Triple B guarantee Bitcoin billionaire Chase Wakefield in there. I could see you make a case for just about anybody to win this match. I mean, Johnny Reed, amazing things in NUW, and he's been really good in VTW programming. I mean, you look at Best in the Yard 5, he took our current VTW world champion D-Lock to the limit. Yes, he came up short, but Johnny Reed could have easily won that match at times. We know Alan Reed hasn't been seen a whole lot of lately, but he is definitely a force that could be reckoned with. He's going to be the biggest guy really in this match, strongest, I would imagine. Chase Wakefield, Chase Bridges, we've been seeing on VTW programming lately. We know what they can bring to it. Not the best win-loss record for Wakefield, but you got to keep in mind that conversation he had with Aaron Jones, and Aaron told him, you better not fail me again. So that's a little more added pressure on Chase Wakefield going into this match. Chase Bridges, though, has been looking really good since he returned. He came up short against D-Lock, but he beat Ace Christian. So you can make a case for any of these four guys to win it. When it's all said and done, though, I'm actually going to go with Chase Wakefield picking up the upset here. He's going to sneak out the victory, I have a feeling, and will go on to face the YouTube champion for the championship at the Avery Hope Memorial Show. It should be a really fun Fatal 4-Way match. The next match we've got to talk about. Quite the personal match. You got the real boss man of VTW, Aaron Jones, against the wild man, Zach Daniels. Wild man looks to finally expose the real boss man in this matchup. Will he do it, or will the real boss man prevail when they are locked inside a steel cage? Aaron has been on quite the tear for the most part ever since VTW returned, and I could see him potentially picking up the win here. I mean, he's picked up some big wins, including getting the better of Tyler Aiken in that last man standing match. But I feel like after watching VTW Vindication episode 3, yes, Zach rolled up and pinned Aaron Jones, but that was a roll-up victory. Zach has gotten the better of Aaron at times. Aaron did get the better of Zach at the end of Vindication episode 3 there, though. This match could go either way. And you could make a case for either one of these two guys to win. But I'm going to stick with who I picked in the polls on VTW's YouTube channel, on the community channel, the community page, rather. I'm going with the wild man, Zach Daniels, to somehow pull it out. I don't think it's going to be a fluke or a roll-up victory, though. I think we might see any finisher that he wants to use pretty much, because we've seen a few different finishers from Zach Daniels since VTW returned. Something definitive, anyways. It'll be a definitive victory for Zach Daniels over Aaron Jones. However, I think this is just the start of the rivalry between these two men, and I don't believe this is going to be a one-and-done match. I think we're going to see more between these two guys going forward through Avery Hoke and the Avery Hoke Memorial Show, and even maybe further past that. Steel cages usually are the end of a rivalry, but I think this is just the beginning between Zach Daniels and Aaron Jones. Could easily be a match stealer, but so could this next match. For the first time in VTW history, and probably community history, we got ourselves War Games. As you see there, you got the extremely bad Sons going up against the Legion inside War Games. The comment they posted, Zach Xander joins Ecstatic and Tyler Aiken to battle the team of Everett Creed, Cynic, and Venom in VTW's first ever War Games match. 2 men will start. Every 3 minutes, a new superstar will enter the ring. Pinfalls and submission can occur once every superstar has entered. So we're going to see some team will have a 2-on-1 advantage and a 3-on-2 advantage at different points during this match. You guys know how War Games matches go. And I could see... I'm kind of thinking we're going to see Cynic and Tyler Aiken probably start off this match. But when it's all said and done, I just feel like Everett Creed made the point of saying that things are coming to an end for the Bad Sons. I agree with that, because I feel like the Bad Sons are going to implode here in this War Games match. But I mentioned to a buddy of mine who also watches, that you guys might know, Busta Boy, Kevin, anyways, Chubby Gamer, I guess is his name nowadays on Twitter. I feel like the obvious would be Zach Xander turning on the Bad Sons here. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I feel like the Legion's going to get a new member out of this match, but it's going to be unexpected, perhaps. And my prediction, might be a bold prediction, is that we'll see a heel turn from one of the Bad Sons. And that Bad Son is the Silver Standard, Ecstatic. I feel like he's going to turn on Zach Xander. He's going to end up turning on Tyler Aiken, costing them the match. The Legion will win, and Ecstatic will be the one becoming a new member of the Legion going forward. Should be a hell of a match, but I just feel like in my gut that Ecstatic is turning heel here and will join the Legion and turn his back on Tyler Aiken and Zach Xander. Which brings us to the main event. You got our current VTW World Heavyweight Champion, D-Lock, going into the unknown, facing a member of the Murder Club. No idea who it could be. As this mentions here, every single VTW show, D-Lock has proven why he deserves to be the VTW World Heavyweight Champion. I fully agree with that. He has defended the championship against any challengers that have stepped up to him. including on Vindication Episode 1 against H. Christian, Vindication Episode 2 against the returning Chase Bridges. But the real boss man, Aaron Jones, has informed D-Lock that he has an opponent for the main event of Halloween Hangover, and it'll be a member of the infamous Murder Club. Who will it be? Well, D-Lock knows the Murder Club quite well. He is a former member of the Murder Club. I have a feeling deep inside, and I felt this ever since I heard this match was first announced, that D-Lock's going to be in for a long night, because I have the idea that he more than likely will step in there with the maestro of the Murder Club. My prediction is it'll be the difference maker, Yankee TDM, who will step inside the steel cage and will go on to face D-Lock for the VTW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, we've seen D-Lock in the ring with some big guys before. This is going to be, I want to say it'd be a first time ever match. Not many times does it happen if it has, but it'll be interesting to see if it's Yankee. It could be, there's several other members of the Murder Club that it could be instead. It could be a Rick Rios. It could be TJ Sakara. So many different men that you could list over the years that have been part of the Murder Club that could show up here at VTW Halloween Hangover and go up against D-Lock. But when it's all said and done, at the end of the night, I feel like Halloween Hangover will end on a good note for D-Lock as still your VTW World Heavyweight Champion, no matter who comes out from the Murder Club to be a part of this. The question is, though, does D-Lock walk out still standing, or will we see more of the Murder Club and VTW going forward and they leave D-Lock laying after D-Lock wins the match? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm expecting a really good show here for VTW. I'm looking forward very much so to this match, to this show, if you will, from VTW Halloween Hangover. It should be outstanding. I know I'm looking forward to it here come this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the VTW YouTube channel, where every match will be tested inside a steel cage. And here is the official Halloween Hangover thumbnail for the show that VTW just posted about 11 hours ago today. As you can see, the War Games, the picture from the War Games match is still from it. And then the YouTube title match, D-Lock standing in the ring with the title, and Zach and Aaron's match. But we'll see what happens with that. Those are my predictions. That is going to be one hell of a show, I have a feeling. And perhaps it's something that we'll be seeing yearly, maybe. Who knows? It seems like they got the right opportunity to do that for Halloween Hangover every year now that they know that they got the steel cage set up and can do so. If that's what happens or not. And then we'll see what transpires from there going into the November show of the Avery Hoke Memorial. Don't forget, you guys, to go to the VTW Vindication Episode 3 video and leave a comment on there with the hashtag Halloween Hangover. Mention what you liked or don't like that VTW is doing, or what you want to see brought back. Anything along those lines. And or go to the Halloween Hangover page and do the same thing there to enter into the contest to win in more merch from VTW Wrestling. With that, we're going to share this, and then we're going to call in the night here from Tiger Talks Wrestling. Over.